try again. 1 second, sorry.
We're live this whole time.
5, 4.
Action. I know what I'm supposed to do. Welcome to episode 2.5.
This is 3. This is
Maybe
episode
4.
3.
Two
This
and
is
a
episode
half.
4.
Are we counting the commentary? It's an episode.
2.5.
No, I was going to do that as a side video.
Oh, do we have side videos?
2.5.
Do we have enough money for side videos?
We could.
Yeah.
How much production? How much am I getting paid through production to make a side video?
Half a sweater.
No, that's what I'm saying. The commentary video is...
Check out our commentary video and welcome to episode 3. Or 2.5 compared to Bryan.
Brian doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
I have a vague understanding.
He's drinking beer out of a fucking maple syrup jug right
Well,
now.
it's my jug. It's my
That's
jug.
no, it's Brandon's jug.
That's not, yeah. You have to fucking leave his room to claim it.
Thanks, Brandon.
Tasty racism. That's
Tasty
what that is.
racism.
Exciting news for all of our viewers. The 3 of us are currently unemployed in the new year, 2018. Looking for work.
It's been fucking so exciting.
So exciting.
I've been
day-
enjoying myself.
Every day is exhilarating. I get up.
Finding more maple syrup boxes.
I
to
get up
open
when
beer.
I choose. I yell at Evan how loud I choose to do it.
Ooh.
And I drink heavily. On days I think we're gonna work.
Oh, and then
Like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I prepped. All right, I'm gonna buy some beer. It'll help the cash flow a little better. Nope. We're not drinking tonight. Well, I got drunk for no reason.
we're not drinking tonight.
No, we're not casting either. But I'm still drinking.
Can I see that? Is that Aunt Jemima?
It's not.
Or is it Miss Butter? It's Miss Buttersworth.
It's neither.
No.
It's Brian's own maple syrup.
And the pink tape on it
Nothing
is
sweeter.
soaking
You can
wet
burn.
for
You
some
can
reason.
you can buy this on our merch website. That doesn't exist.
That would be hilarious.
I might make my own maple syrup.
Ooh.
I think I have a good face for maple syrup.
Yeah, I think you had a great face for
I
maple
know.
syrup.
It has
Bryan
psoriasis
Fantana
on it. A
looking
little bit of
motherfucker.
psoriasis in your maple syrup never killed anyone.
Nope.
Speaking of fantasy, I was thinking about this today. What do you guys think is the greatest fantasy movie of all time?
Fantasy or like, because fantasy could be like in space.
I'm
or-
not thinking sci-fi fantasy. I'm thinking more magic.
The Magicians. Check it out on Sci-Fi. No,
Yeah,
I'm just
check it out on
kidding.
the
I'm kidding.
Sci-Fi Network.
You go ahead, Colt.
Sorry, no. Carry on. I just magic in general.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm really torn. I was thinking, like, I think I narrowed it down to 2 for me personally, and I was thinking I was gonna go with the Never-Ending Story, and because that movie's a little cheesy, but it's fucking awesome. That's a great fantasy movie.
Who doesn't love
The Never-Ending
Atreyu?
Yeah, when that horse drowns, loved it.
Oh man.
Someone here is not pro horse.
Come on! Turn around! You have to now!
Charlie, watch.
Yeah.
Obviously, but no, I think I'm going with obviously Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, I was actually.
How can you go with something other than Pan's Labyrinth?
That was mine. I have 2, and that was mine. That was.
That was
mine.
both of them?
No, yeah, that was both.
I have
Colt.
2.
I had 2. That was the one I chose for my number 1 because the movie has a great way of tying in fantasy with reality, and also setting a personal like World War drama. And the villain couldn't be any better. I mean, he smashed a guy with a fucking bottle.
That was a great
He
scene.
dominated Buddy with a bottle. He put a hole in him. But my second choice was the Harry Potter movie, and the Harry Potter series. And the only reason I chose this is because my personal pleasure is to watch them in reverse. I picked the last one, I watch it backwards, because each movie, they get progressively darker. So I like to watch the scary stuff first because I love horror. But then the wizards also get stupider. They get really dumb. They're like, oh, I know what spell will handle this. And then by the first one, they don't even know how to fucking fly. So it's really funny.
They've each had their their syrup bottle full of Heineken.
But if I was a wizard, my fuck, that's a whole segment in its own. Me being a wizard attending Hogwarts, I'd be sipping. They give those kids robes. Do you know how much liquor you can hide in a robe?
Drinking
No.
that butterbeer.
Everybody's always so attent when fucking Dumbledore's talking in the grand hall.
You'd be there.
But that table is whatever you want it to be. They just conjure up food. I'm like, nah, Coke 45, a little bit of Bailey's. Take away that. Well, we'll keep the pumpkin pie. There's all kinds of shit. There's all Lay's chips. Everything will be there. Everything. Like I'll be a stoner's paradise. Call of Duty 2.
I would just love like a Nova Scotian version of
fucking garlic fingers. Garlic fingers. The hockey game on the side.
What would you call a maritime Hogwarts?
Hogwarts. Wait, the better question is what would I call a maritime house? What would be the house for maritimers?
Oh, yeah, you gotta think of all four.
No,
just
that's
one.
not how
Just
that
one?
works.
You're gonna add it into like...
So are you
like,
saying I was proposing that Hogwarts would be set in Eastern Canada?
Well, I have.
Or be located in Eastern Canada. But
I
what
like
you're
his idea,
proposing
though.
is we'd separate Canada into 4 different houses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so there'd be
I
like
assume
the
that
territories and then
we never find
east
out
and
whether
west.
we never find out whether or not Harry Potter is racially segregated. You know,
it's
each
not.
person,
You
each
do.
person,
You do know that
Each person
because
that, no, each well, racially, yes. But what I'm saying
it's
is,
not. It's not racially segregated.
people that go into each house, they could be from the same country. You don't know. Fucking.
That's not a
Hufflepuff-
race. That's not a race.
You know what I meant. Hufflepuff could be full of fucking Australians. You don't know.
That's true. Because the only people they focus on is
Yeah.
Gryffindor and Slytherin
Yeah.
in the
And
series.
Slytherin.
Slytherin over here. We know which house you'd go into.
Slytherin.
Slytherin.
That's the Nova Scotian house.
Slytherin, man.
Oh
my fuck.
Are you from Slytherin? No, bro, Slytherin.
Slytherin's too bad.
No.
I can imagine what their hall would look like. It'd be just a bunch of beds, an
There's,
open
like,
bar,
pictures of
and a pool
fishermen
table
on
in
the
the middle
wall.
of the room. And everybody would be placing bets, playing crib, and drinking, and just eating garlic fingers. Conjuring up garlic fingers every 12 minutes.
Conjuring up
The fucking
the garlic fingers of
the
hell.
Gryffindor equivalent bumps into a Slytherin and be like, "What's your dad doing?" It's like, "What's your dad do?"
What's your dad do there, bud?
Yeah, bud.
I'll fucking take you to the fucking grand hall there, fella.
Oh man, I had another joke that I was gonna tell, but I wanted to let you finish, and then you went on for so long.
That's fine, you're not fine.
Wingardium Licorosa.
That's fucking great. Wingardium Licorosa. I'm good with that. Did you guys ever go onto a Ponderosa? That's the one commercial that haunts me as a child.
What are you talking about?
Ponderosa. It was like this steakhouse. It was like Ponderosa. It had a really catchy jingle. I never got to go, and I'm pretty sure they're out of business now.
Ponderosa.
Where was it? Was it
Ponderosa.
in Halifax?
I don't know. It might have been in America. It just was on my TV all the time.
The commercial from my youth that haunts me is
Ponderosa?
SeaWorld?
A Marine Land or
Oh,
SeaWorld?
yeah, Marine Land.
Everyone loves Marine Land. I remember those commercials. And I was
Come
so...
and fly and drink inside.
And now I realize that
Hold on, wait, one second.
They drunk. Oh my fuck. I hope you die, Cole.
Brian never got his
I'm
steak.
not gonna sleep tonight now.
Just $6.99.
The $6.99 steak. Moncton, Fredericton, St.
was he
John's.
No
Road.
wonder
Yeah.
they went out of business.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I'll tell you the best fucking commercial ever, though. That reigns supreme, I'm pretty sure, in the Maritimes. And I think still runs today. Is Vogue Optical. Your second pair is free. Vogue Optical. I don't remember anything else. That's all the radio played. It's a glasses repair place, plus you can buy glasses there.
Oh, so if
So
you
we
repair
just
your
plugged
glasses-
them unintentionally. But Vogue
Thanks for
Optical,
sponsoring
thanks
the
for
show.
helping me look. I would love a pair of colorblind glasses because I just found out the other day that I am 100% colorblind.
Not 100%.
You
I'm
have
100%.
you can't say 100. You didn't go to a doctor to see, like,
No,
or an
but
optometrist to get this checked
I
out.
was given results as a youngster that I was colorblind. He didn't elaborate. He might have told my mom more, but she never shares. I knew that there were some colors that fucked
You
me
think
up.
that'd be important?
They
Something
fucked
your mother should
they-
share with
They
you.
fucked my eyes up. And Cole brought up a bunch of circles with a bunch of colors in them, and they apparently were hiding numbers. I didn't see a single number. I seen one number out of like
And
eight.
it was wrong. The
It
number
was
you
totally
gave-
wrong. It was like
Second.
it was an 84, I said, and apparently it was an 82. So I seen the 8,
Here we go.
and I fucking hate playing that. What color's that game?
What's that number?
7,
No, it's a 3.
4.
It's a 3.
5. That's a 5.
Oh, it's a 5.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, 3 and 5.
Why is it changing? No thanks. I'll pay full price.
No thanks, I'll pay full price.
How dare you?
How dare
The
you?
fuck? I can't see this one. Can you see something in there?
I think it's a 3.
No, that's a 3.
I can't. You have to go back to the other one.
I don't know. It's moving on its own. That's a 5.
Yeah.
What's this last one? What's that last one?
That's gone.
There's nothing there.
Maybe it's a circle. Maybe it's a big circle.
I don't know. I want to say 3.
We're all
No,
colorblind.
whoa, one second.
In the
This,
last one,
this.
Yeah.
A 3?
Let me see.
There's nothing there, bro. What if we're all colorblind? Go.
Yeah. Maybe there is nothing there, but 3 was the closest
Why would they do 3 twice?
to trick you.
I'm starting this test. This is crazy. We're
Cole
all
might be
we're all
colorblind,
getting colorblind
everybody.
tonight. That's a 5. 5. That's an 8. That's an ugly looking 8. 8.
Yeah. So Brian just left the podcast. He's
2.
pissing
He
us
asked
on
me
the
to
table.
cut it so that he could pee, and I told him to just go. 7. 2 7s in a row. 8. I'm the least colorblind motherfucker around. Isn't that right, Brian?
Stop talking shit about me, man. What are you saying?
9. 4. I said I'm the least colorblind motherfucker around. Oh my god, I can't see that one.
I wanted to talk about M. Night
5.
Shyamalan again.
Alright, keep going. Oh, I didn't get to say my favorite fantasy movie.
Oh, sorry. Say your favorite.
I don't know. I can't think of one. I gotta finish this colorblind
What about
test
the
first.
Lord of the Rings? What about the Fellowship of the Ring?
Or I love Fellowship of the Ring.
I'm
I love
almost
I love
100%
all
sure
of
that
them.
really happened, though.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. Because the Earth is flat, you see. So, at the
oh,
farthest
shit.
part of the flat part of the Earth,
That's Middle Earth at the end.
Yeah,
Middle Earth is at the end.
the end, they call it Middle Earth because it was the middle of time. Just after Jesus.
Middle Earth is a dumb fucking name.
It really is. So
These
flat
get really
earthers.
tough
By
at
the
the
way,
end.
people who are flat Earth theorists out there, what shape is the fucking sun there, bud?
What shape is it?
Yeah, the flat
Why
sun.
wouldn't it fucking mimic our planet?
What? No, yeah.
I'm worked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Fucking flat
if
earthers
you
piss
believe
me
in
off.
flat Earth, like what the fuck are you doing, man?
Go eat some fucking celery, bud.
Eat some celery.
Yeah,
you heard
fucking-
it. You heard it.
You know what? No, eat some fucking carrots. Fix your goddamn eyes.
Take this test.
B.O.B.
Take this test.
That's a 6. I see that one.
Yeah, no, take the test.
All right. So, how does the test work?
You click on the
Press the
calculator.
button.
The numbers.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Yeah.
2. These are easy. 8.
That's funny because I can see that one,
Yeah.
but there's some on there that I can't see, and it freaks me out.
1.
Nope.
Don't tell him. Let him find out for
6.
himself.
4. That one's good.
So we're finding out which colors he can't see. That's really interesting.
8. That one's good. 3.
That's a tough one.
I can see that
5.
one.
I can see. Yeah,
I can see
that
all
one.
of them.
2. 2. 1. 4.
The suspense is killing me.
8.
There's a lot you have to take.
5. 8. 1.
I can't really see those
I-
ones
I-
from where I am. I can't see it.
I can see them.
Man, it's killing my eyes. Hold on.
Have another swig.
So give your syrup.
That's actually making me thirsty. I can't drink because I drove here, but I'm
2.
actually super thirsty.
2.
I gotta think of a fancy movie while we're sitting here waiting.
6.
I wish we could record this and show
8.
people the test that
8.
Brian's taking.
That one's easy. 4. That one's easy. 5. 9. 4.
Put a link to this colorblind test so
Ah.
everybody can take it.
2. 3. Man, that's quite a few in a row. 9.
You get the last about 6 or 7 wrong. I'm just gonna eat it.
4.
You're almost done.
1.
Does Mr. Nobody count as a fantasy
7.
movie?
I'd say not.
9.
See,
It's
that's-
kind of magical. No, it is more science fiction.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
What do you got?
I don't know.
Let me read it. Let me read it for you. Moderate, do and don't worry, we got you covered. What is doing? Durant are people who with durant abnormal. A type of red-green color blindness in which green colors do not reflect
That's what I said.
enough
That
green
cosplay
and are too sensitive to yellow,
I said
oranges,
that.
and red.
Do you want to know why I knew this though?
Because you can't see red or green.
No, I can see both of those, just not together.
As a result, greens, yellows, oranges, reds, and browns may appear from similar, especially in low light. It can only be difficult to tell between blues and purples, pinks, or grays.
You know how I knew this?
So you shouldn't be driving.
Do you know how?
Or flying airplanes.
Well, luckily I don't do either. Do you know how I knew this? Even as a young child?
How's that?
I didn't know it for a long time, but all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Freddy Krueger wears a green and red sweater.
Yeah.
I always thought it was
brown?
Red and brown. Or red and dark brown.
Yeah.
It actually always looks red and black because obviously it's night, right? But even seeing him in pure light, it always looks red and brown. So I see red and brown, and I found out it was red and green. And then somehow the red color I seen was the green, and the darkest part was the red. So the only reason I found this out is because I watched a documentary called, I think, Never Sleep Again. It's a 3-hour documentary about the Nightmare on Elm Street series that stretches all over the movies, and they chose the red and green sweater because in itself it's an optical illusion. If you put them together, apparently it fucks up a lot of people's eyes, and it appears.
Oh, so they did it on purpose.
Yeah, they did it on purpose. That they chose that color on purpose, but it worked in the sense because I'm colorblind.
Yeah, that's crazy. A friend of my dad's, good friend of my dad's, he's colorblind. Like he's got really bad color blindness, and he said when he was a kid he was drawing this picture, and he said it was the best picture he's ever drawn. You know, like he looked at it and he was like, wow, this is a really cool picture. And then he showed other kids in his class, and like all the colors were messed up.
They laughed at him.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to me in art.
Really?
In fact, I failed art because the last project we had to do was create a giant picture out of very small pieces of construction paper that we cut out. Little triangles, have you?
Yeah.
We were making a detailed apple. It was going to be red.
Yeah.
And it was going to have like a brown spot on it, and we were going to mask the bruise and make it look. Me, myself, had just thrown all the colors together because I thought maybe the brown ones hadn't arrived yet. Oh, and they were mixed in with the red, and I couldn't tell the difference. We failed. Me and Wade, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind, have his name on here, failed. And he's like, it's not my fault. Like, Bryan put the paper on there.
Yeah.
Bryan's the one that did it. And she called me aside, and she's like, it's already been marked. Why did you do it this way? You knew the instructions. And I'm like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. It's an apple. It looks fine to me. There's no shading or detail. And I'm like, we didn't get the construction paper. And I'm like, there's brown and red in here. And I'm like, no, it's just red. And she's like, you don't see brown in there. And I'm like, no. I said,
did she still fail you?
Yeah. I'm partially colorblind. I said, I'm partially colorblind. If you see brown in there, let me fucking know because I didn't receive any brown construction paper in my eyes. Yeah. And she's like, oh, well, you're already been marked, so you're going to have to come back here next year. I had to go back when I was fucking 18 to go back and finish school because I failed.
Finish art school or just
finish class?
Oh my God.
It was just one
You
credit.
How unreasonable is that?
I had to go back. I had to go back to grade fucking 12 because I failed art. It was an easy credit too. I picked it because it was an easy credit.
Why didn't you just go talk to Mr. L?
I did, but principal. The grade was already in. The grade was already in. This was like graduation day. And she's like, Bryan, I want to talk to you. This is why you're not graduating. So you were
17 years old making apple chunks.
It was a giant apple. It was a giant poster board apple picture. It was supposed to have one shade of green. I'm artistic.
You were 17 years old when this happened?
No. No, I was 18 because...
You were 18 years old and they
No, it was you were.
I was 18.
You were 17.
It doesn't matter.
No, because I graduated when I was 17 the next year with
I was 19 when I graduated it.
But you're only 1 year older than me.
I was buying liquor for students my last year. Are you fucking high?
That's crazy.
Yeah, by the way, I never did that. But yeah, my last year, I had to go back to high school and graduate. For an entire year, I need 1 credit.
The fact that, like, I thought you were in, like, grade 4 or something.
No,
making apple
fucking
chunk.
no.
What kind of school did they have in Nova Scotia?
Stupid.
Making
Nova Scotia's
apple
the worst.
We have hate
collage.
crimes. We have hate
Yeah,
crimes.
hate crimes aplenty.
You guys are crazy. You guys are both crazy. My fantasy movie's living in Nova Scotia. That's my favorite fantasy
But I'm
movie.
sending my school kids there.
Darker than Pan's Labyrinth.
Much darker than Pan's Labyrinth.
Dark.
Shoot, we've been on this question for a while because I can't think of anything. I gotta hear.
I've got some stuff.
No, but
I really like World War Z and what they did. They managed
World
their
War Z
problems.
was dog shit.
That movie is garbage, but the way they handled the problem is
great
awesome.
director though.
Great. I
Mark
don't-
Foster, Monsters Ball.
Yeah.
Oh
Barry.
yeah,
I'll
Monsters
give him
Ball is
credit for
pretty
Monsters
good.
Ball.
But he also did Quantum of Solace.
Also not good.
Also,
yeah, that's not a good
I've watched
movie.
that-
No, I'm saying that kind of takes away a little bit.
I've watched that movie once, and the only scene I remember from that movie is the ending. And I think that's why I remember it, is because it took me out of the James Bond franchise completely.
Yeah.
James Bond is always quick, efficient, and he beats the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
This one, he tortures the guy. He's like, "You're in the desert. Here's here, like, I bet you don't make it 12 miles before you drink this motor oil I'm giving you for water." And I'm like, "That's fucking dark, bud. You just turned this into. I didn't know you were a nephew of Jigsaw. Like, this is rough."
I'm a huge James Bond fan.
So
My
am I.
grandpa's a huge James Bond fan,
Mine
so we
too.
went to go see it together in theaters. And I don't remember. I've seen it once in theaters, and I remember nothing. Like, there's not a scene or a shot from that movie that I remember. I remember him on the front with the silenced MP5, and that's it. I don't remember anything else. So when you're talking about walking through the desert drinking motor oil, I'm like, that happened?
Yeah, like he slowly tortures the bad guy in the film. Very end, he leaves. He drives him way out in the middle of the desert, takes him out of the trunk, I believe, and tosses him on the ground. Gives him a bottle of motor oil, and he's like, "I'll give it 12 miles before you drink that."
That's what James
He
Bond said to the...
Yeah, and then he leaves. So presumably he dies, or maybe it even says, maybe M says to him later, "We found him later with a stomach full of motor oil." Something like that happened.
I gotta watch that again. Do you have it? Do you
Like-
own it?
No, I don't.
I'm actually willing to watch it too to see if my memory serves me right. But that one moment took me out, and
That
it
should
made
be our
me...
next video.
I don't know.
Our next rip apart video.
I thought James
Quantum of
like
Solace.
James Bond was always okay to me. Like Casino Royale is awesome, and I think Skyfall personally
Skyfall
for me is the
Skyfall
best
is
James
the
Bond
ultimate
movie.
James
Yeah,
Bond film.
it is
That's like
the
a
best
height of
one.
James Bond.
It is.
Yeah.
But like most of my memory of James Bond is from the N64 game, GoldenEye.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Pierce
Gold-
Brosnan
Pierce
was mine.
Brosnan
He
But,
was
but
mine.
what,
James
what
Bond.
movie is
Yeah.
what movie is that based on? Is it GoldenEye?
Yeah, Goldeneye.
Goldeneye? Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what the movie is with Pierce Brosnan.
He did Goldeneye.
He did a bunch. He
No,
did-
no, no.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Die Another Day. Or
Die
something?
Another Day, and there's one more with Holly Berry.
But the one I'm talking about was
He did more than
GoldenEye.
4.
That's what the movie
I
was,
think he
right?
did only 4.
Yeah, you're thinking of Goldeneye. That's the N64
Okay,
game.
well, yeah, that movie introduced me to one of those tropes, and like it's stuck with me my whole life, and that's the trope of like the guy before you, and that's
What do you mean?
I mean, like, so he's 007, right?
Yeah.
And what the fuck's his name? Guy who dies and everything. Sean Bean.
Sean
Oh,
Bean.
Sean Bean.
Yeah.
You knew that guy was going. He
Yeah.
couldn't, never.
Well, no, Sean Bean. He played 006, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was super cool growing up. The idea of the guy who you replaced, but he's still alive. But that's not even the case in the movie, though, was it? They were partners of some sort, weren't they?
Oh, the
like
world
he was
is-
just another agent.
I have a
They
side
thought
note.
he
I have
died,
a side note
but
to
he
add
came
to
back
this.
to be the bad guy. I don't know. I always found that.
I have a side note to add to this. To
The
Hollywood.
world is not enough. Is
to Hollywood out there, please stop casting Sean Bean. The only reason is because we know he's going to die, so his death is less effective based on his acting history.
And I'd like to add to this.
The big surprise, actually, would be to keep him in a movie and to keep him alive. Have him in a hostage situation where you think he's gonna die, and just keep him alive. That would be the biggest
That'd be
fucking
a funny
twist.
thing.
That's a solid twist.
Hollywood, I want to add to this. Please keep hiring Sean Bean. He's a great actor.
I like his acting, but I always expect him to die, and he never fails.
I don't know. What's your favorite Sean Bean death?
It's not my favorite, but I love him in The Island with Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I've seen it.
When he hangs himself, or he doesn't hang himself, but he gets hanged in all the equipment.
It's the one. My favorite is the most epic. Obviously, is Lord of the Rings. him on the shore getting pierced by arrows.
What's that one where he gets ripped apart by horses?
That's Black Death.
Okay, yeah.
Fight against the sadness vortex!
I don't know what my favorite one is. There's a lot to choose from.
I think mine. I was considering Black Death for mine, but I think mine is Eddard Stark in Game of Thrones.
I was going to say that
I don't like.
broke my heart.
That's because like that story fucked everybody up.
Yeah.
You just watched the main character die.
The only good guy. The only
the only really real good guy.
But I can't get into Game of Thrones right now. We're gonna be here for a long time. if we get into
I've
Game of
never
Thrones.
watched Game of Thrones. I watched season 1 and I was like, it's not that great.
You're fucking crazy because
I'll
season
come
one's
over that
awesome.
table and I'll take you outside.
I did not get into it.
I'm a sucker for Game of Thrones because, like, growing up, I was like a kid when Lord of the Rings came out. So in all of my like imaginary things that I did as a kid, and I had a crazy imagination, it was always like medieval, or like fantasy. So I was always in these fantasy world as a kid. So that, like, some people don't like medieval fantasy movies, but I mean that caters to me. So when this TV series came out on this like grand scale, like they're pushing all of my buttons. So I'm a huge sucker just because I'm the audience that they're looking for. I love it. If anybody's like, I didn't watch it or it wasn't really for me, I'm like, it's fucking crazy.
So
My
Cole,
favorite-
what's your favorite fantasy movie?
my favorite.
all the topics.
I didn't know I could do that. I was gonna say Bright.
That I think that counts.
No, it does count, but it's not. I was gonna do a transition because we wanted to talk about Bright.
Oh yeah.
But I was trying to think of a fancy segue.
I actually haven't watched Bright yet.
What?
It's on my to-do list. It's just every night I don't feel like I give
We were
it
gonna
the
talk
respect-
about it tonight.
I just don't give it the respect it needs. I'm always tired when I'm ready
It
to
doesn't
watch
really
you don't
need
need you don't
respect.
need respect.
You
just
don't need
watch
to
it.
respect.
No, but I want to be attentive. Because usually when I watch movies when I go to bed, I fall asleep halfway through.
Do you want us to talk about it?
Yeah,
We won't get into spoilers. We won't get into spoilers.
If you can talk about it without just killing the ending, I don't want to know who lives.
The
or
ending's
dies.
not even
Sure.
important. The ending is so fucking.
I already know the premise.
People, I haven't seen too much about it. Like, all I've seen is that people are not liking it. I saw a thing that people are like hating it, but it's getting a sequel because so many people watched it. Like, tons of people watched it.
I haven't seen anything about people hating it. I've seen things about people enjoying it.
Really?
Yeah, like it's fine. Like it's a fun movie.
Yeah, I thought that too. I thought it was,
like it's not the fucking best movie. It's not Phantom Thread or The Shape of Water.
I wanna see
Phantom
Phantom
Thread
Thread.
is great, but it's not great.
Netflix points to Bright as a proof that critics are pretty disconnected. Oh, and then the rest of it cuts off. From what audience want.
From yeah, I guess
So it's basically critics didn't like it, but
there was a lot I did like about Bright, but I really did not like the way that movie ended. They just went with the Star Wars ending. That's all they did. Like
92% of viewers liked it,
Yeah.
and they got like 26% on Rotten Tomatoes, and they got 29% on Metacritic. So
Metacritic?
Metacritic?
I've never heard of it.
What?
Metacritic.
I've never heard of Metacritic. I don't go by.
But yeah,
Rotten
no,
Tomatoes.
like Bright is just fine. Like
it's fine.
it's just a fine movie.
I really enjoyed how lived in the world was. Like, these characters are totally okay
Yeah.
with the fact that there's like orcs and elves and fairies and like there's like the 5 races or something.
Yeah, that's what sells the movie. is
Yeah,
that.
I really like. There's a scene where the guy's in the street with a sword, and he's like, "Thousands of years ago, as my ancestors killed you on the battle." Like, I thought that was really cool.
and he's
that-
just like, put down the sword or I'm gonna
Yeah, the
fucking
cops
shoot
are
you.
just- yeah.
And then he's just like, all right, man. Like,
Yeah. Or the way Will Smith and what's the guy's name? He's a good actor. I
Joel
wanna-
Edgerton.
Yeah,
Did the police? All right, go ahead.
They get an elf. And they're like hiding this elf because elves live in like their own district. They don't like people. They don't like anybody. So they live in these rich.
Well, to be
districts.
fair, we know nothing outside of magical present day Los Angeles. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know how elves or the other races live outside.
Oh
of
yeah,
LA,
yeah. It's
you know
just
what
LA.
I mean?
But in LA, they live in there. But then they bring this elf to the corner store, and they're calling their state police buddy to come help him out. And he's out there. He's like, "Is that an elf? Is that an elf?" Just the way he reacts to it. I was like, that's really interesting. How he knows what it is and the way he reacts to it. So I really liked how lived in the world was. Sorry, Brian. I just wanted to finish that.
No, I was just curious. Based on technology in the film, were the police uniforms or guns or ammunition.
No, they were. It was
retrofitted at all.
It was
No.
all.
It was
all modern day.
It was all modern day
modern day.
stuff. So modern day things killed elves and shit.
Yeah.
Because I seen
Yeah.
a small clip when Evan watched it. Them in what looked like a strip club. Maybe it was a strip club.
Yeah,
It might just
yeah,
been
it was a
club.
strip
Yeah,
club.
yeah.
Yeah.
These guys were doing some shit that could do a lot of just.
The elves are
police
kind of
combat.
like
They're like
Matrixy.
fucking gods.
They're like flipping around and
Yeah,
shit.
they
you
do
know,
a
they're,
lot
like,
of weird
bouncing off.
shit.
Yeah, but it was just they were just shooting normally, but they have like hyper senses, you know, and they're like athletic and agile.
Well, that's fair.
You know
'cause,
what?
You know, the
Bright-
Bright needs an edge.
Like, in my opinion, Bright is a great quest movie because that's what it is at its core.
Yeah.
They're on a quest to get from point A to point B, or
Which
like,
was cool.
You know,
see that modern day.
and you know, like they are the knights that are, or they're just like the travelers who wander upon. Can I talk about the spoilers? Like, you won't give a fuck.
I actually don't, but I have one thing to say. There's one thing before you get into that. I don't like the fact that they used a white woman as the wand holder, the key part. Was she an elf? Maybe
yeah,
that
she was an elf.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's disregarded, but it feels like white women are taking over Hollywood. I'm saying this
Are
because
you
of
starting to start something? Or your
Maybe-
smirk on
maybe.
your face is like.
Wolf
Hasht-
of Wall Street. I could not concentrate on the plot. Every time
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie's in that movie, I'm just like, well, alright, gotta go take 10 minutes. Gotta go have a jog.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, bud, but
Why are you
every
sweating? Why are you sweating so much?
Bud.
I just had a
this
jog.
is an interrogation. No, it's just I don't feel like would the plot be as good if the wand holder was a male.
She's not a sex symbol at all. She's not
Yeah, no.
sexy.
See, you're basing your thoughts
I'm
and
basing
opinions
my
on the
thoughts
movie
on the
based
trailer. I'm basing it just on the
yeah,
trailer.
she's
Like,
not
every
like a sex
scene-
symbol.
No,
every
no,
scene,
no.
every
She's wearing
scene
like a
in the
burlap
trailer.
sack, and she's like dirty and
No,
grungy.
every
Yeah, no.
scene-
So this is what happened.
Every scene in the trailer, she's a sex symbol.
So yeah.
Hair's wet and she's fighting people.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me that? Where is it? This bit right here.
I don't know if this is a trailer I've seen. Maybe. We'll turn the volume up.
No, I'm not. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. She's like right here. That wasn't sexy.
That looks like Harley Quinn.
That wasn't sexy.
She does look a little like Harley Quinn, but like besides that, it's just like
You're just saying Harley Quinn because it's also Margot Robbie.
that's not. Oh yeah, whatever.
The podcasters can't see my smile.
But anyway, the pros about Bright is that Joel Edgerton was pretty good in that movie. I liked the creature design for the most part. And my favorite thing about the movie, I think, was the magic wands, because that's what the movie's about. Magic wands are these super powerful weapons, and
They're
that's
not weapons. They're like
well,
they
they're
can cast wishes and they
yeah,
can,
they can
do
get you
anything.
anything you want. You know, they can get you anything you want, but unless you're a Bright, which is a specific type of person who is
It'll
able-
just kill you.
who can wield the magic wand. You have to be a
You have
Bright.
to be a bright.
Yeah, but
is
most
a
people
single-
they're super rare
and they,
people.
But can they be human?
In the movie, there's two Brights that you know of, and one's the girl that's with them, and the other one is one of the bad guys that's going after him, the other elf.
And everybody's self-aware that she's a bright as well.
They're not self-aware. They're just not everybody is
Yeah, what is
aware
it,
they're a Bright.
self-aware?
You don't know
I
that.
say self-aware because every single person who is an elf, also the
That,
villain.
that's the thing though, Brian. We don't have enough information. Like some people know their rights and some people don't. And so
I didn't realize how much this trailer gives away.
I know, right?
This trailer gives away
I
way
actually-
too
and
much.
so I'm going to spoil this for Brian here. So at the end of the movie, on the way, Joel Edgerton's character gets killed by orcs. So
He's dead?
He dies.
Does he get thrown down the hole?
He gets thrown down a hole.
And he dies.
And yeah, but then they do something which I don't really like, and they
Bring him back.
The girl gets the wand and she resurrects him in that
Nice.
moment. And then
I just like Joel.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
I like him too. He's the best
It
part. Of
comes
the,
at
he's the
night.
best actor in that movie, in my opinion.
Not his best. Warrior.
But no, like that's not the point. And then later they go to wherever the fuck they have to go, the elf pool or whatever. And then Will Smith grabs the wand barehanded, and the wand goes from blue to orange or red. And so he's a Bright, and everyone's like, "What the fuck, a human Bright or whatever?" Like apparently it happens, but he's
it's
a
like
Bright.
1 in a million.
But I kind of wish it wasn't Will Smith. I kind of wish the orc. I kind of wish Will Smith died, because that's the whole thing you were worried about the whole time in the movie.
Yeah.
Is like he's just
He's gonna
like,
get-
you got me killed. He's gonna get me killed. I kind of wanted him to get killed, like kill Will Smith's character, And then maybe resurrect him, because I don't think I would have been like.
But if they make a second one, Will Smith, he brings in the views.
He
You know,
brings
that's
the views,
even
but I
better.
mean, like that's just a kick in the dick, like entirely.
No, it's even
Just-
better.
hold on.
It's even better.
No, so yeah, if he dies and he stays dead, that's good for me. That's what I want. But if he gets resurrected, I'm like, okay. And then if the orc guy was the Bright, because apparently they're in some sort of prophecy, which they don't even fucking properly set up at the end of the movie.
I really
They
wanted
just do
more
the
about
Star Wars
prophecy.
ending where they're getting an award and they're just standing there. That's
Yeah.
it. And then like the fairy's just like flies off like into the camera, and that's when the movie ends. So I was like, that's a dog shit ending, man. Like the movie was all right. It's a fine movie. I enjoy Bright. It's fine, but I think those things, if you just flip the roles there, you would have improved it greatly.
And I think
Go ahead, Cole.
I think too, the three elves that are the bad elves, they're trying to resurrect this like demon lord to come take over the earth, right? And they're like, it took 5 armies to take down this demon last time. I wanted them to fucking release the demon, you know? I wanted them to get a hold of the wand and bring this demon back, and then have to
I
have
agree.
like the 5
Yeah.
races like stand together to
Have
take
to
him
come
down.
together again in the sequel.
Yeah.
Do you want to know
yeah.
why? Yeah, that opens it up for sequels for a logical answer.
Yeah.
Because you know the way they'll open up the second one? Somehow somebody opened the demon up anyway.
Yeah,
so all 5 races have to stop it. Rated PG-13. starring Rob Schneider.
PG-13.
Here's the thing. I think the best idea, just based off what I've just heard, is have Will Smith not be the one. Not,
But he already is.
Not the Neo. He shouldn't be the Neo.
I don't think he's kind of the Neo. But
Well, no, it's both of them.
Joel should be the Neo.
They're both. They're both.
But Joel should just be the
I think
Neo.
the pixie that he killed in the beginning should have been the Neo,
should have
and they're
been
like,
the Neo.
"Oh no, we killed him already."
Yeah, so we're fucked.
From
because
what
that
I've read
annoying
online,
fairy.
Don't
from what I've read
kill him.
online is the orcs in the movie depict black people.
All of the races are different. Just because they're different doesn't mean anybody's better or worse than anybody.
What's supposed to do with this? On the ground. What we do? Hey.
People are bothered by that, but I don't give a fuck. It's just like it's true. It's
It
true.
is.
Black people are horribly mistreated in the United States.
It's an
And
absolute
if you're a
truth.
white person in the United States and you don't think that, you're fucking crazy.
Shout out to white Americans.
Shout out to
Jeepers.
white America.
No,
Come
shout out
on.
Kill Cam. Shout out Kill Cam. You gotta do it too, Cole.
But yeah, I agree with you. It was an okay movie. I'm fine that it gets a sequel. But it wasn't like, it didn't blow my socks off.
No, it didn't blow my socks off. It was an okay watch the whole time. But like, I think I was initially disappointed. One of the worst things for Bright for me, and this isn't even any like real gripes with the filmmaking. Like there's nothing technically wrong with this.
Yeah.
It's just something personal for me that I don't like. David Ayer, man, if you're not listening to this, but if you
David
do,
Ayer, did he direct it?
huh?
Did
He directed it. First of all, Suicide Squad was garbage.
I
Fuck
haven't
that
seen
movie.
Suicide Squad.
Second of all, Fury was amazing. Do more stuff like that. But also, this movie, like I don't know what it is with David Ayer, but he is obsessed with this like LA Kings, like a Latin gang aesthetic.
So,
you know what I mean?
Hold on.
What?
Remake Blood In, Blood Out, bud.
Yeah, David
you
Ayer-
can fucking do it.
David Ayer, you would kill the remake of Blood and
It
Blood.
has to be 3 hours fucking long. If any shorter, I'll fucking I won't watch it and I'll burn every day. It'll be like
Don't do it.
It'll be Compton music in the 90s. I will make sure people boycott your DVD. Blood In,
What
Blood
if it's
Out.
not him though? What if-
Maximum respect.
What if the studios say it's gotta be less than 3 hours?
Then fucking burn them down. Civil War.
Civil War.
Civil War.
Avengers Civil War.
Iron Man
comes
2. Civil War 2. I don't give a fuck. If anybody remakes Blood In, Blood Out, I will be in the fucking news the next day. I care much about that film.
Let's remake
I
it.
don't know why.
All right,
Maybe it's
we're gonna
'cause I
start a
don't have
Kickstarter to
brothers.
remake Blood In, Blood Out.
No.
No, you don't want to remake it?
No, I don't. Actually,
wanna
because
remake
I
it.
don't feel like anybody would do a better job than me.
Wait, what?
I don't feel like anybody would do a better job with that film
Directing
than
that
me.
movie.
Oh, you don't know how to direct.
I don't know how to direct. But I know it's right. I know Miklo would be cast at the same. Miklo would be Miklo.
Miklo would be
Who
Miklo.
would cast the same actor?
I would
as
cast the
Rob
same
Versailles?
actor. I would.
He's dead though.
No, he's not.
Okay.
And he only plays.
like I thought Chopper
You know
was
what the
still
funny
alive.
thing about it is? Miklo, the actor, he played in like 2 American films. One was Street Fighter. I think he played the blonde. He was either. I never watched it. The villain in that movie. But he hasn't played any other American movies. He only plays Spanish mob movies. so he knows his character. He knows the character inside and out. He could play an old... I have a vision for the old ending to Blood In, Blood Out, the original, and he would play old Prison Meatloaf.
Okay, so
old Prison Meatloaf.
Brian's right. Blood In, Blood Out is a good movie, but it's too
Which
fucking
is sitting
long.
on my shelf.
It should be shorter.
It's not.
It should
no,
be
it's
shorter.
not. It's perfect length for
It's
three
not.
fucking stories. It's perfect length.
It's not the perfect length.
It is.
Because it gets
You
really
haven't
boring.
watched it more than once. I've watched it 100
That was
times.
enough. That was I enjoyed
You're
it.
enough.
Shoot, I should have watched it. Can we hold off
Tune
on this?
in.
Can we hold on to this conversation?
Tune
until I
in.
watch
There's
it?
going to be a real live fight here on the Okayest show in the world where Evan gets his
It's not even the name of
dick
our podcast.
punched in.
I was gonna say Evan would probably kick the shit out of you.
He would, but I'd get a good dick shot in or two. He'd be sterile by the time I was done.
You kidding me?
I'd
You
be
would
dead,
like
but
look in
he'd
your
be
direction
sterile.
and you would flinch.
I think you'd lose the Cyclone Crocs.
You keep fucking trying, bud. I'm telling you straight up. You keep talking shit, I'll quit the podcast. I gotta go pee.
All right, so
That's a cut. That's a cut.
A few moments later.
It looks like you have HIV on your face.
It looks like you have HIV in your beard.
Oh, good one.
that got really heated real quick.
Fucking pissed. People say I have HIV. By people, I mean Evan.
Hey, Easy had it, and he's
Eazy-E
okay.
had
Well,
it.
we can't leave.
I'm pretty sure
That's
he was
awful.
killed by a knight. I won't say which one.
M Night.
I'm not gonna say which one. It might have been M.
The Happening probably killed
The
him. Have you seen The
Happening
Happening?
killed him.
I'm a huge M Night fan.
But yeah, me as well.
No,
I am as well.
I am, but I'm torn. I'm 50-50 because I really like Signs. Unbreakable, I actually seen last. I seen that after The Happening. I didn't even know it existed. I watched it. My favorite superhero film ever.
It's incredible.
Bruce Willis, his best role, in my opinion. You can't count Die Hard because John McClane's its own thing. John McClane is God.
Yeah.
But,
I think I love M. Night Shyamalan's movie. For me personally, he always swings, and when he hits, it's a home run. You know what I mean?
Wasn't he making a new movie that's supposed to look like it's a hit?
The next movie he's working on is Glass, and I think the man's brilliant. Like he had some really shitty movies, like the lowest being The Last Airbender adaptation.
I haven't even seen it.
It's
'Cause
garbage.
I know.
Straight
I'm
garbage.
not gonna watch it.
And that show is a beautiful show. But yeah, he always swings, and when he hits, I don't understand how some people don't like The Village. I think The Village is a fucking great movie.
I love The Village.
It's a
love
great movie. Even if you don't like the twist, that's your problem. You're setting up expectations for yourself. But overall, the music, the set design, the acting,
Everybody says they want the monsters to be real, but
it's kind of better that they're not.
yeah, they're like living in this. There's the monster is like the way the world
Well,
works.
yeah, the monster is society.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the monster. It's a real monster.
And I like how they kept the monster going with Adrian Brody chasing her, and she thinks it's still real. William Hurt? No, who's the guy? Who's the grandfather?
Who is the dad in that movie?
He's also in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Kurt Russell's not in that movie.
William Hurt was also the older guy. I'm thinking of the wrong.
Yeah, and going back to Unbreakable, best superhero movie ever made, and that's one of my favorite movie theaters experience now with Split. I had no idea Split was a sequel.
Split's a sequel.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! Ruined it for you.
100%.
Oh no!
I ruined it for you.
No! Fuck you, Evan.
I didn't know-
I'm so angry
So
right now.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I thought you'd seen it.
Oh.
What's the sequel to what,
Fuck,
though,
don't-
Cole?
It's a sequel.
No,
to
whoa.
You know nothing. You know nothing, Cole. What's it a sequel to?
I don't fucking know.
I'll tell you right now.
No, you won't. I'll kill
Yeah, I
you.
will.
I'll kill you right now live on the
Sisterhood of the
podcast.
Traveling Pants. Yaya Pants.
Yeah. But sorry,
bitch.
Cole.
Oh man, that's
Spoiler
crazy.
talk.
No, it's okay. It's all good.
But yeah, no, Split, amazing movie, amazing.
It is great. 100.
And it took me so off guard. I got goosebumps. Like when I left the theater, I went on Reddit and I talked with people about that movie, and I was just like, man, I can't get enough of Split. Split was my Shape of Water last year, I think, or early 2017 when it came out. Yeah,
I actually really like The Happening, except for
The reason of it being.
no. See, everybody's like, "Oh, it's the plants." I'm like, it's.
No, that's an okay excuse. But for me, when I went into it, I was really salty because I had high hopes for Edward Norton playing the Hulk, which came out the exact same weekend. And my buddy Keegan is like, "Oh, well, let's go see this movie. I bet you it's about aliens." And I'm like, "I've seen trailers, and it's just a bunch of people killing themselves. I'm down, totally down to see it. But I'd rather see the Hulk." because I know that's A-list acting, or at
Yeah.
least I hope.
Yeah.
Fight Club and all these. He has a good record on him.
Yeah.
And then it's also my favorite Marvel character. Top 5 at least.
Yeah.
The Hulk is one of them. And went to it completely fucking upset. And what really, like, the first viewing, I hated the movie. I absolutely hated it. As years progressed and I watched it again and again, the movie become a fucking, it's a comedy roast. It's hilarious.
I like how you watch it again and again. I saw it once in theaters.
Now I've seen it multiple times.
I've seen it happening more than once, and I'm slowly getting convinced that the acting in that movie, that is intentional. Like, to me, the more I watch it, the
mean
more
the bad acting was intentional?
I feel like the bad acting was intentional. I don't think they meant it to be bad. I think it was supposed to be like an old horror movie. Like, if you rewatch, say, Night of the Living Dead or something like that type of acting, it's like everybody was directed to act like people in those movies did. You know what I mean? To try and recreate that. Yeah, be scared.
I'm scared.
Like, try and recreate that old horror movie feel as much as possible. And
without any, like, visual effects or,
what?
like, camera
No!
trickery.
That movie is fucking dog shit. The best part of the movie is the fact that you don't know what's going on. The best way to end that movie is
the best part of
not
that
have
movie
an
is the
answer.
old woman in her house.
No, the best part of that movie is to not have an answer. To
No,
not know
I
what's
take
going
it
on.
back. The best part of that movie is the guy who runs himself over with a lawnmower.
Charlie, watch.
That's just the
takes
part that
commitment.
hooked everybody. That was in the trailer.
But you know that's stupid because it's been done. It was done before in another movie.
It was so dumb.
The
before in
Crazies?
No, it was done in Maximum Overdrive, which made no sense because lawnmowers can't be self-aware of cars.
I think the Crazies
They're
was
two
out
different
before
names.
Maximum Overdrive.
What? Maximum Overdrive came out in the 80s.
Yeah, didn't the Crazies come out in the 70s?
No,
I was thinking of the new.
Crazies
I was thinking
came
of the
out-
new Crazies.
Oh yeah, I didn't know there was an old one.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
a
know there was an
remake.
old one either.
It's fucking god awful. Anyway,
I liked the DVD cover. That's the only reason I have it. It looks really good on my shelf. It's got like a yellow Blu-ray cover to it. It's kind of
you
cool.
have the old one.
Yeah, the
No, I have the new
original
one.
was
I have the new one.
1973.
You know what? Going into that movie because they showed the trailer. I didn't watch it in theaters, obviously, but I watched it. I watched the trailer and it shows the fucking nuke scene in the movie, so you already know how they're gonna handle the problem.
Oh,
I was like, oh, I hate it when zombie movies do this. It's an easy way out.
Sense.
Yeah.
Which to this day, being a huge horror movie fan, The Sixth Sense is the only movie that scares me.
I see dead people walking around like regular people.
As an adult, I have a real hard time watching that movie alone. I can't.
Hills Have Eyes doesn't scare you?
No,
That
not
movie's
at all.
fucking great.
No, that movie's really funny.
I love it.
The part where they steal the baby and kill the mom, laughed. So
When they like raped the lady and still.
That was rough.
I laughed because I think that's how I deal with like super shitty things like
If
that.
I can interject,
What?
may I?
Yeah.
The Hills of Eyes.
Brian, I think Evan was talking. You shouldn't do that.
I'm
sorry,
trying not
Evan,
to be
carry
the
I
on.
take it
interrupting.
back. I want to keep talking.
I'm not trying to be the interrupting drunk, but I keep being. Hold on, let me fill my maple syrup while
Can
I
you
tell
stop
you.
smashing your beer
So,
bottles on the table?
I seen The Hills of Eyes when it came out. Obviously, it was
In
released.
theaters?
I want to guess.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there because you're gonna go off on a tangent.
Yeah, let
We'll come
Evan
back-
finish. We'll talk about the Hills
Okay.
Have Eyes after.
So yeah, The Sixth Sense. I have a lot of trouble watching that movie today as an adult by myself. I have to watch it with somebody, and for years I wouldn't watch it again. But I've started. I watch
You
it once.
wouldn't watch it again?
No, yeah, since I was a kid, that movie fucked me up.
So you won't watch it again?
No, I started watching it once a month to try and get better. What really fucked me up was just like
We're watching all of The Sixth Sense with Evan.
we can watch it. I'll watch it with you guys.
Good.
I love that movie. It's so beautiful.
But both of us are going to go to the bathroom at the same time and lock the door, just like he gets locked in the cellar.
Yeah, no, that movie. It's like
We're gonna fill the house with red propaganda.
right propaganda.
Sorry, carry on. Yeah.
Are you Russian? What? You a Soviet?
It's the,
Oh, it's his psoriasis.
Yeah, it's a psoriasis.
it's the obvious
You didn't like
choice M. Night Shyamalan chose to make.
Yeah,
Watch the
when
bonus
something
features.
interacted with the dead, I know all of it.
Yeah,
I've seen
I
this
do
movie
too.
a lot.
I've known this for like 10 years, but everybody's like, "Oh, that movie's just a movie," and I'm like, "No, you didn't
No,
watch
it's a
the
really
bonus features."
deep introspective movie.
If you
It's a
watch
great
the
film.
VHS copy of that movie, it shows you that M. Night Shyamalan chose red for a certain color, and he used it on the doorknob and so. And
No,
such.
he chose it for anything that interacted with the dead.
Yeah,
Or had
that's
something
what I
to
meant
do
to
with the
say.
dead.
But what I'm saying is, this was on the VHS fucking
What
10
about
years
the
ago.
tent?
I didn't see a YouTube video
Yeah,
about
the-
this
the-
until
the
just
tent-
fucking like last year. I've known about this forever.
Okay,
I could have
and-
been famous, Cole. I could have been a fucking Kardashian based off the YouTube videos of
What
The
about
Sixth Sense.
what
'Cause
about a
I had
contender?
7 cents.
What about a contender? Could you have been that?
What's the contender?
Jesus
Who's in the contender?
Jesus
Who's in the contender? Is that the Michael
Totally lost.
Mickey Rourke film?
Look what color that
The
broom is
wrestler?
in the corner.
Oh,
It's a red broom.
we got a red broom in the corner. Brian's phone case.
Yeah.
These are the only colors that work in my eyes. I only see red. Red curtain. Red juice.
Red rum.
Red rum.
red rum.
I'm gonna start doing this kind of.
But yeah, so
I don't know.
speaking of the Sixth Sense, so I've talked at length here a little bit. At length a
I
little
think
bit.
Brian and I
How?
talk more out of length.
Yeah.
Sorry, Karen.
Okay, so the Sixth Sense fucks me up. That's
We're having
the point.
fun.
So here's the thing. I can't remember if I was in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade. I want to say the 4th.
Yeah.
And my teacher, it was Mrs. Davies.
Yeah.
And we can say her name, Mrs. Davies, because
She's probably
who the
dead.
fuck
I only
no-
know one
no-
Mrs. Davis.
nobody
and
will
that's
find
your
her.
teacher
From the 4th grade or so.
Get your dick out of your
hand in
mouth,
your
Brian.
mouth. You child, what the fuck?
Alright, carry on. I want to hear this story.
Okay, anyway, it's the last day of, I guess, the 4th grade, and it's a nice day, and I have a portable classroom, like, just outside of the main building, and so she's like, come on, guys, we're gonna go sit in a circle outside in the grass, and we're gonna talk.
Nightmare.
Like David.
Yeah, so we go, I just watched The Sixth Sense the first time the day before, and so, Brian knows what's coming.
My Christ.
Okay, so we're in the grass, and she's talking to us, and she, Miss Davies, she says something along the lines of, does anybody know what this was? And she's gesturing, like, around us. Do you know what this place was before any of this was here, before any of you were here? Trying to be really inspirational and stuff like that, I now know.
Yeah.
And I just watched The Sixth Sense the day before, and there was this scene in the movie where the teacher asked the same question. And so I was like, I know this answer. So I put up my hand, and she's like, yeah, Evan. And I was just like, they used to hang people here. And I still remember the look on her face. She was just...
She looks at you and she goes,
Oh my
That's
God.
right, Evan. Everybody get your ropes out. We're going to the hanging tree out in the back.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm kidding.
The hanging tree. But yeah, no, I just remember being really disappointed because she was just like, nope, that's not what I mean. And I was just like, damn it.
I thought I knew this.
I nailed it.
A little bit of a more lighthearted version of that story. I grew up on a farm, so my dad used to always say...
Old McDonald?
I had a farm.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
My dad used to always say,
Nickel.
what do cows make?
Nickel.
What do cows make?
Shit.
What do cows make?
Milk.
They make money.
Oh.
Cows make money.
Okay.
So that's what my dad used to always say. So
Methane gas.
when I was a kid, we used to go to field trips to farms because I lived in a little farming town, right? So all the kids who didn't live on farms would go to field trips to farms. And so we went to a field trip, and the farmer said, what do cows make, kids? Hand goes up. Cows make money. And he said, who's your dad? And I said, Mike, and then my last name. And he's like, damn right you are, because my dad knew every farmer in town.
Good,
That's
good going,
fucking
Mike,
dope,
and then
bud.
my last name.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually feel like I gained some credulence off your credulence.
Yeah.
Credulence? That's not a word.
That's a Rickyism from Trillerick Boys. I try not to say it, but it's by part of my everyday life. Credulence. I'm getting credit off your credit, so I'm getting credulence.
So now I know what do cows make.
They make the money, bud.
They make the money.
They make that money, milky profit, dog.
You're so loud here right next to the microphone.
Yelling into the microphone.
All right. We need to all get our own microphones.
Dick.
We need to get our own microphones.
Dick!
We're headphones.
I've heard it. Almost shit myself. I need to poop. We need to take a 10-minute break.
We just took a 10-minute break.
After this 10-minute go.
We haven't even... Oh, yeah, we've been going for 10 minutes right now after this.
Yeah, I know what time
You
it
want to
is.
go take a shit?
Hey guys, we are going to finish the video here. There was more that we recorded, but unfortunately Brian got really drunk and passed out, so we had to cut some stuff out, and yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of a hard cut here, but thanks for listening, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, fucking Brian. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And when we say comment, we mean it. We want to hear from our listeners, especially those in Thailand and Guatemala. What the fuck?
Yeah, if you're from Thailand or Guatemala listening, give us a comment. We want to hear what you think of us. If you think we're good or whether we suck.
But only if you're from those places. No, I'm kidding. We want to hear from everybody.
Everyone's welcome here at the Okayest Show.
You can also reach us at Bleach for Bryan. That's Bleach for Bryan with a Y at gmail.com. If you have anything you want to email us, whether it be a funny video or a picture or anything that you might want to hear us discuss on the next podcast.
Yeah, we like to talk about stuff. That's kind of our thing here.
Yeah, stuff and only stuff. That's what I say.
Damn right.
What else? Oh, Twitter. You can find us at Twitter at OKPod. Or, yeah, OKPod. That's it. That's the one. Tweet at us. And maybe we can Twitter back. We can Twitter you up some.
Comment to us, and thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah, and if Bryan were here, I'm sure he'd say something along the lines of going for a vape.
We're all going for a vape for Bryan. Popcorn lung.
Popcorn lung Bryan.
Bye-bye.